Today, I'm breaking down the June 2025 Las Vegas housing market, specifically the month over month and year over year numbers. These statistics are hot off the press. We're going to break down what it means for you if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing right now. And if you're an agent tuning in, listen closely because I'll also share the conversations you should be having with your clients right now. This is how you stay ahead and provide real value. So let's start off with a market snapshot. These numbers are year over year, the percentages you see. It's for single family units and condo townhouse units. The number of units sold year over year is down 7%. We sold 1,946 single family homes in June, and the median price is actually still up year over year. And it went up, we'll see in the next slide, month over month. We're now sitting at $485,000 as a median price. And the new listings, those went up as well. Notice this gap here. We can talk more about that in a bit. And most importantly, here to keep an eye on for me is this number of new listings increased year over year. It's true, inventory keeps going up, and the number of units available has gone up significantly compared to last year. So we're bringing on new listings, and the demand in the past year just hasn't absorbed them all. Our effective availability is now up to 3.6 months. These numbers do look huge. I want to caution you, we might see some people panicking that, oh, inventory and availability is up 70% and 82.8%. Please know that even if it was up 100%, that doesn't make me panic because we had no inventory for years. So a year ago, we had less than 2 months of inventory. We were floating around that 2 month number. That's nothing. That's why prices kept going up and up and up. We want this inventory. This is welcomed. Now, if this doubled again, whole other story. Now we're going to see major price declines, but that is not what is happening. But let me zoom in here on single family units and dive into the data more. One thing I want to point out is the average price. So average price is now $636,000. That's up 7.2% from last month and up 5.3% from last year. What does this mean? We've had some big luxury sales. So those of you not familiar with statistics, the average equally weights everything. So if there's a mega sale that was 20 million, 15 million, which we've had a few of those, that will bring the average up significantly. The median is kind of a more honest number. It's when you lay out all the home sale prices, all of them out, and it's that middle number. This is kind of where we like to focus, but it's important to see luxury sales are still booming. That's a huge jump, especially now when everyone's worried about economic uncertainty. You can see the ultra wealthy are a little less worried, and sometimes I like to follow the money. So that's a good sign, I feel, for the market. New listings fell about 9%. So we just talked about inventory going up and up and up year over year, but look at that, month over month, new listings fell, but inventory went up. Okay, how does that happen? So less people listed their house, but less people bought those houses. So while we have fewer new listings, we have overall more inventory, and that's that balance between supply and demand. Let me scroll down a little to this number here, the 3.6 that we talked about. So we have 3.6 months of inventory, and that's about 13% higher than in May. So what does it mean? The market's cooling off slightly from spring and the past few years, but it's not crashing. Prices are pretty stable, but buyers have a bit more breathing room and negotiating power. So, sellers, you're still in a decent spot, but pricing aggressively high could backfire right now. There's more competition on the market. So, if you're this person who the median price of new listings is at 520 and your house is worth 485, that's not who you want to be. So for my sellers out there, be real. The median price is here and you're listing your house here. That's not going to cut it like it used to. Back in the day, a few years ago, when I would go on a listing appointment, I would say, yeah, okay, your house is worth 485, but I think we could get 5, maybe even 520 because the demand was so hot. That's not the case. And these sellers have yet to get the memo. So please listen to me and price correctly from the start. Otherwise, you are going to be sitting on the market longer. So right here, the time on the markets for units sold, you see last June, 71.6% of homes sold within 30 days. That number has dropped to 61.4. Still good. Nearly two-thirds of homes are selling in a month, but it's not what it used to be. Okay. Keep this in mind. We're seeing these numbers increase where it's going to take a little longer to sell your house. And I think these numbers will continue to increase. Let me slide over here for my condo townhouse folks. These units here, sales are dropping as well, nearly 8% month over month with 515 closings. And the median price is now slipped a bit to 305,000. The average price dipped about 3.8%. In previous months, we saw these numbers continue to climb while single family went down. And that's because I think single family folks got priced out and moved into the condo townhouse market. But that has started to dry up. As you see, there's some price decreases. The new listings also fell 16%, pretty sharp. And inventory keeps growing for these type of units as well. It's up over 2% from May with about 2,564 units available. Let me show you that. And 5 months of effective inventory. So that's almost 11 months higher than last month. That makes it an official buyer's market. Some will say 6 months means buyer's market. I believe that number is 4. And I think we're there. So for condo and townhome sellers, it's getting more competitive. Buyers have more choices. So you've got to stand out with the right price and presentation. And that's where a good agent comes in. So here's my perspective overall. Let me just zoom out here. We can have some visual trends here. Number of closings. This gives you some historical visual context. You can see the steady climb of prices. They've come down and now we're leveling off and reaching those highs again. This all to me shows stability. You see these peaks and valleys, that's seasonality. Spring is when we get the most amount of listings, winter when we have the least. So, yeah, overall, these numbers spell stability to me. So, if you need the full report, comment below. I'll send it to you. But let me give you my perspective overall. The market it isn't crashing; it's shifting. Okay, yes, sales are slowing a bit. That's for sure. So inventory is rising, and homes are taking a little longer to sell. But prices are largely holding steady, which is good news if you're worried about your home values dropping off a cliff. More inventory means more opportunities for buyers and investors. You've got more to choose from. You've got more leverage to negotiate. And whether that's price, closing cost credits, repairs, like you don't have to take the house as is anymore. You can definitely negotiate some repairs and credits. But sellers, listen closely to what I'm saying. The days of multiple offers in the first weekend for every home are far behind us. Well priced, well presented homes still sell fast. But if you're overpriced, you're going to sit. And homes that sit usually end up selling for less than they would have if they were priced right from the start. Remember that. And buyers, if you're buying right now, just don't assume we're crashing and prices are falling off a cliff. They're not. But if it's an overpriced listing, don't jump at it. You have more negotiating room than you did a year ago. Good homes are still going to go quickly. So if you find that dream home, write a strong offer. The market is calmer, but it's not dead. And if you've been waiting for the right moment, this might be it before rates or prices move again. And if you're worried about timing the market perfectly, I'll tell you right now, timing the market is nearly impossible. It's more important to find the right home at the right payment that fits your life. And sellers, don't panic. The market is still moving, but pricing matters more than ever. The market shifted and buyers have options. So be realistic about your list price and count your days on market. If it doesn't move in the first 2 weeks, consider a reduction. If it hasn't sold in 30 days, definitely reduce and reduce aggressively. Stick with your agent, get the advice on that, but something for you to consider. And your staging, your marketing, your presentation, how the home looks and smells and feels all matter more because homes are sitting longer with more competition and they end up selling for less if they're not presented well. So remember, homes priced right from the start, they will sell well. The overpriced ones are getting left behind. And for my investors, watch the rising inventory. That means opportunity. Rents are still solid in many areas in Las Vegas, and with prices stabilizing, you might find good buys where sellers are motivated. They're out there. Even condos and townhomes could be interesting if you're looking for cash flow, especially as those prices dip slightly and inventory grows. But do your math carefully. Rising inventory doesn't automatically mean deals are everywhere. Look at rents, HOA fees, and the long term potential for appreciation. And my fellow agents, if you're watching, these are the types of conversations you should be having with your clients right now. Go play it back. The advice I'm giving them is my advice, and it's what you should be telling your clients right now. It's not enough to say, yeah, the market's good or the market's crazy or any just vague, ambiguous adjectives. It's a good time to buy. It's a good time to sell. No, you have to have numbers. You got to know the trends. You need to coach your clients on how to navigate what's happening today, not last year and not last quarter. And if you're at a brokerage that isn't helping you break this down, or if you're looking for coaching or mentorship, reach out. I'm always happy to help other professionals level up their business. So that's your June 2025 market snapshot. And that's my take on how to navigate it, whether you're buying, selling, or investing. And if you've got questions about your situation, drop a comment below, shoot me a DM, or give me a call. And if you're an agent looking for support in this shifting market, please feel free to reach out. Good luck. I'll be in touch in about 30 days with July's numbers, and have a great summer.